So I went to Tesla for a service appointment. And let's talk about Tesla service. They've been in the news a little bit lately. So yes, I brought my Model X to Tesla for a front end shake. It was, you know, when you take off, there's a front end shake in a Model X. Model S too, but more so in the Model X because the front end, it's a little bit higher and it's the axles that are actually making noise. Let's rewind back a little bit and then I'll tell you what happened.
Oh yeah, what had happened was
I gotta take my Model X to the service department. But I'm also going to find out some information about the Model Y. I'm going to ask the guys there when I can order mine, when I can expect mine to be delivered. Can I be pushed on the list a little bit? Find out some more details on the car. But also, I have to take my Model X. As you know, in the past, has had an issue with the front end shake. They thought they fixed that with the Raven models. Apparently they didn't. This has had a shake for quite a while. My buddy Stefan got his car fixed already. By the way, this is a Raven Model X, so it has the Model 3 front end motor. And I did a video on this before. I took the frunk out, put a GoPro down there to see how much the motor moves and to see if I can see the shake. Well, it's still shaking. It's actually getting worse a little bit from time to time. It doesn't happen all the time. So I'm taking it in there for the shake. And that's why I'm going to hang out and spend some time with the Tesla people, because it's always fun being at Tesla. So it's going to take us an hour to get there or so, you know, depends on traffic. Although I'm going to take the express lane so I get there a little faster. Once I'm done with Tesla and they give me the loaner car, I'm going to drop that car off to Karen. Sometimes she works right there, and today she's right next to the Charlotte store. You might be asking, why didn't she just drive it? Well, she has to be at work a lot earlier than my appointment could be, so I'm taking the car there and gonna pick up my car because she doesn't really like driving the Model 3. She's used to the Model X and the Model S platform, the way things are. She'll just be more comfortable in the Model S or Model X, whatever they give me. I don't think they have any loaner Model 3s. That'd be funny. It'd be funny if they gave me a loaner Model 3 and I had to give that to her. Like I said, we got about an hour. Now, I mean, I have an hour. You guys have maybe like 10 seconds. I'll make this brief. Empty. Holy crap. Car's back in service. I got a loaner car and I've got the showroom to myself. There's no one here except for two red cars. Beautiful red Model 3 and a red Model S. They changed things up a little bit. I got the desks over here with, looks like 2 more computers. Nice seating area. Model S plugged into the wall here, 110 outlet. Looks good. Although the parking lot's empty. There's like no freaking cars here. So I'm sure while the salespeople are in their meeting, I'm just gonna sit here and pull up my account so I can see my reservation number and check out my car driving away. Driving it out of service. Just gonna chill here in this quiet, beautiful showroom. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. They open at 10, so it's 9:52. So I got back from Tesla a little while ago. It's dark already. You can kind of see. I didn't film anything in the showroom as far as talking to my buddy. Can't really say his name. Oop. Oh, I almost did. Anyway, they're being really tight-lipped about the Model Y, even to employees. I did miss an opportunity. I wish I was there for about a couple weeks ago that he told me about. But, you know, hey, the Model Y is coming soon. I had him try to look up what my reservation number is. He says he doesn't know exactly when there's going to be dropping, when the cars are going to be dropping, what they're building and everything. Because I did ask him, hey, you know, I have a brother in Arizona. What if I move my address out to Arizona, you know, closer to the mothership? Will that get built sooner? And he said this time they're not doing anything different like that. They did that for the Model 3. A lot of people did that and got theirs a little early. But while I was there, I did help out a nice old gentleman there that was looking for a Model X. I answered some questions because I got there pretty early, like I showed you in the video. So just talked a little bit until everyone came out. And then I took the loaner car over to my wife at work. I didn't film that because I don't want you guys knowing where she works. And then I drove home. So I'm not ending this video here because that's really not much of a video. I'm actually going to finish this video with after I pick up the car and tell you what the problem was. I took one of the techs on a test ride and he noticed right away that it is the shake. I'll explain what the shake is after I pick up the car because I want to get exact information from him. So the day after, I get a text message saying the car was done. Karen was already in Charlotte, so she had the loaner car. She just picked it up. I asked her what happened. What did they say? Well, they didn't replace the axle, even though my buddy Stefan, who has a Raven Model X, 3 weeks ago got his axle replaced. What they said was they thought they fixed it with the Raven cars. Well, let me go back to what the shake actually is. What they told me the shake is. When you take off, the front end lifts up. The whole front end of the Model X lifts up, and then what happens, the axles extend because the suspension is dropping as the car goes up, and then the axles extend out. And the axles have a little spline, what they can go into inside the drive shaft. I don't even know what that's called, but they have a little play once they're extended a little bit. If it goes up and down and they're shaking back and forth, they cancel each other out. You would think that would make a bunch of noise, or you'd feel that. That's not the case. What happened is,
what had happened was,
when you're turning just a little bit and you get on the accelerator, say you're pulling onto an on-ramp and you need to go faster to speed up with everybody. The front end lifts up a little bit because this thing has a ton of power, and then there's a side-to-side motion with those axles. They're going independently back and forth, and that's the shake. That's the shake that you feel. Well, there's really no fix for it. Right now, all they're doing is just replacing these axles. That's kind of stupid because you're going to still have that same issue. They need to come up with a solution. So what they told us, well, what they told Karen was they've pushed the problem to engineering to see if there is a solution that they can do. That just replacing the axle is not going to fix the issue. So they're trying to figure out with engineering what they can do. Maybe different axles, different bearings, different coupling. I don't know what they're going to do. But it is very, very annoying. But I understand Tesla service. I used to work at a dealership, so I understand that they have to do certain things. They can't just, you bring a car in, it's your word, hey, there's a problem there. And it wasn't just my word. I took a guy for a drive. I took one of the service guys for a drive, and he noticed it right away. And we were even on the low setting. It happens more when you're in the standard setting, in the air ride suspension. Dealerships have to take a problem, and then they have steps that they have to do before they can actually, replace parts. Tesla's really good about just replacing parts usually. It sucks that I didn't get the axle, but in the long run, I think having a fix to the issue is more important than just having a Band-Aid to the issue. And I could deal with a shake because I don't really drive this car much. It's Karen's car. But it is annoying. And there were some other things they fixed, minor things while I was there, just little fitment issues. All in all, I think Tesla service is very, very good. A lot of people complain about Tesla service or they have an issue with a service department. My biggest issue with the Tesla service is Tesla doesn't have enough loaner cars. That's not on their service, that's on Tesla by itself. I had to reschedule this appointment 3 times because they did not have a loaner car available for me. And I'm an hour away from Tesla, and they were gonna give me Uber credits. Karen works in Charlotte most of the time, but she jumps from place to place. And for her to take an Uber from place to place and go back and forth to work, that's just not professional. Especially for a car at this level of expense. This car is very, very expensive. I shouldn't have to take an Uber. And that's it's just very unprofessional. They need to get more loaner cars. I understand maybe for Model 3s, you give Uber credits, but for S and X, they're expensive. We're paying a lot of money for these cars. We should get a loaner car when it's in for service. I'm kind of interested on your thoughts on Tesla service. I know it's going to be a hate show down there, but please don't put a lot of bad comments down there. If you had any issues with Tesla service or they've been great, put that down there. But I don't work for Tesla, so it's not like I can really do anything about your service issues. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll see you on the next one.